Good morning,
morning.
Your Honor. Rachel McRippey appearing on behalf of Robert Briscoe.
I hope everything went well for you. I'd like to hear. Detective, your name. I'm referring to you, Ms. McRippey.
Okay.
Go ahead, Detective.
Brian Ramsey, detective with the Brownstown Police Department.
So what's he doing now?
He was picked up on the warrant for retail fraud.
No. I'm asking the lawyer. Is he going to stand mute, wait formal reading?
Yes.
Not guilty plea is entered. So I just want to ask you a question. Mr. Briscoe, you think that the judges in this building are foolish?
No, sir.
Do we look like we want to be somebody's tool? I'm just asking you. You have not shown up on this. I'm going to set a bond on you that you're not going to believe. You've taken this retail fraud and made me think of it like it's a 25-year felony. You like to play games, huh? You know how many times you haven't shown up on this?
Sir, I don't like
You know how many times?
games.
Okay, well, good. We're going to give you a pretrial date. I'll listen to anything you have to say, Ms. McRippey, but just for the record, just so anybody knows, a warrant was issued in June of 17. He was here in July of 20, or was here, supposed to be here in July of 20, didn't show. That was after he was initially arraigned in 17. He didn't show up in June of 17. And then he was supposed to be here in 20, didn't show, warrant issued. We lifted the warrant in 21. I set it for an in-person. He didn't show up then. I then did it again in 23, set 6,010%. That was January of 23, and he didn't show up again. Anything you'd like to say on his behalf?
Your Honor, he has had a rough couple of years. He's been going through homelessness. So I know a lot of times it doesn't excuse, but that's the explanation that he had. He has been dealing with some deaths in his family, as well as his own health issues. He understands he needs to take care of this.
He was able to post this bond back in January of 23. Not too many homeless people can come up with $500. He still has warrants out for his arrest, at least 3 of them. I see one in Monroe, another in Wyandotte, another in Huron Township.
Your Honor.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Before I retire in 8 years, we are going to take care of this case. That's what
I
we're
want
doing.
to get everything taken care of. I'm just done and scared of just having to run every day, and being able to come and get arrested and go to jail. So
Here's your bond conditions. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed, no contact with the victim or prosecution witnesses. You cannot enter 23800 West Road in Brownstown or any CVS store. 25,000, 10% will be your bond. We'll set this for an early date. Is that the 8th, Lisa, or 9th? 8th, right?
The 8th.
And we'll do this at 8:45 in the morning. Is that good? Or you want another time? 8, yeah, we'll make it 8:45. Propose $2,500. Also, you cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I wish you well. Ms. McRippey, I'd like to talk to you how that went the other day before you leave here. And I wish you well, sir. You're making this so much worse than it needs to be.
no, you're assuming I'm done running. I just turned 30 years old, so I'm ready to get my life back on track.
I'll see you Wednesday. Good luck. People against